Earlier today, NBC Sports spoke to football expert Jackie Gertse and Julian Garises about the 2023 Women's World Cup. Both agreed that it will not be a walk in the park for African countries, as everybody wants to advance from the group stages. Nigeria, Morocco, South Africa and Zambia are the only African countries that booked their places at the Women's World Cup. Zambia and Morocco are debutants at the tournament that will be hosted by Australia and New Zealand from the 20th of July to the 20th of August next year. The 32 teams were drawn into 8 groups of 4 nations. The top 2 in each group will advance to the knockout rounds. According to Jackie Gertse from the NFA's Women's Football Department, the draw has been interesting and she is thus excited to see what will happen.
The Women's World Cup, what makes it very interesting also this time around is the fact that we have a lot of female coaches that are in charge. And these are not female coaches that are there by mistake. They are having a history of doing very, very well. And it also shows you that for you, if you are serious to compete, to qualify, compete to be consistent, you need good coaches. And you don't need good coaches for 2 years. You don't need them for 1 year. You don't need them for 6 months. You need good coaches for 5 years, renew the next 5 years. The women's football is a project. And that project must be consistently supported. And now in this World Cup, we see that many women that has came through that will be, if you look at England, the current European champions, they are possibly the next world champions. This is the kind of things that happens when there's a consistency in terms of team development, in terms of bringing in top coaches.
Meanwhile, Julian Garises has a different view on the draw.
All I hope is that the CAF will support the countries that goes through and make sure that their preparations is right. We need to have a voice in the World Cup. Because from 24, it's 32 now. And that alone must tell us that there is hope for us. Also, remember there is 10 countries that will play in January. 3 of them must come out of that groups and they will join the World Cup. We have Senegal and Cameroon, both of them have great teams. We saw them in Morocco. If they can also get the necessary support and go in training camp, get 1 or 2 friendlies, then I think Africa is ready to go and make us proud.
Gertse believes there is a big chance for Nigeria and South Africa to advance to the next round.
I have a big trust in the advance to the next stage for South Africa, together with Sweden. And I also have a huge trust in the fact that Nigeria can advance, because Nigeria has never ever missed the World Cup. They've appeared in all World Cups since the first time they have appeared in the World Cup. They have never not qualified for the World Cup. Even at the times they did win the AFCON, they have still qualified for the World Cup. The only changes that we see in Nigeria the past years is they have also our coach from the USA. He comes more from the college coaching point of view, but it's a very experienced coach. There's a lot of changes in the type of play. There's a lot of changes in the players, because you must also know the AFCON winning Nigerian team has been aging. But they've still been doing well. They've been aging, so there's a lot of new players that came in, and for them, I think they will need a good coach like the one they have now to be able to compete against the top countries.
The US are the defending champions, aimed to become the first team in the competition's history to win the tournament 3 times in a row.